Welcome to the show that delivers all the delicious topics. Everything is on the menu. We go inside the culture from artists to A&Rs, managers and memes. We may talk about entrepreneurship, sports, politics, current events, even relationships. I am your host, Lance Arrington, along with my co-host.
I'm Your Majesty.
And this is the Hip Hop Diner. What's up?
Hi, Lance.
You hate my socks?
Don't start with me. How you want to start off with shenanigans?
She hate my socks, y'all. She said I should have worn white socks.
All right, so before we started, I was just telling him he hate his socks. So he literally just caught me off guard when he talking about something. Hey, you hate my socks?
You hate my socks? Like, I think my grays is cool.
Can we get a zoom in on the socks?
Yeah, like I think my grays is cool. I was gonna go white, but I'm like, no, let me just go smoky.
I love the sneakers though. Don't get me wrong. The
it kind of like
giving...
go with the little accent around the end, but
that's what you was going for?
I guess I'm just picking something to try and make it make sense.
The socks don't make sense.
It does.
The sneakers make sense. The socks don't. I love the sneakers. I love the sneakers. You know I love colorful sneakers.
I always take like a misstep.
You look nice,
every
though.
episode is like a misstep.
I think you look nice.
Thank you. It's minus the socks. I work on
minus the socks. I could
Last
do it
week I should have went no socks. I went long socks. This week I go gray socks. I should have went white socks.
You don't need to wear no socks. Because you be having, when it comes down to it, the socks be your...
Yeah, it be my...
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It just... Okay, yeah. I understand. But you look nice, though. I like the sneakers.
Thank you.
I might gotta go find me a pair. You like my t-shirt?
I like that t-shirt.
You see my t-shirt?
I wish I had one.
Okay. All right.
I wish I had a t-shirt. Where you get that t-shirt from?
So, I'm glad you asked. Thank you so much. Yo, I can't deal with you. So this weekend, I went to the Best Vibe Ever 4th annual Best Vibe Ever, which is DJ Diamond Cuts' event, her back to school event, where she has performances, rides, people outside promoting and stuff. So this was her 4th year doing it. I went every single year, and it's literally the best vibe ever, period. Like,
FaceTime,
it was so many people outside. Like, so many people came through. Freeway performed, D30 performed, Kerr. I think somebody named Deja. I don't really know who she is. Sorry. But she performed. A lot of rides for the kids, book bag giveaways. They had a basketball tournament. She has it every year. So if you have never been, shame on you. And you should definitely go next year.
It's not shame on you if nobody send you no DM to let you know or nothing. Like, no text.
You should be following her. Period. You should be following her.
I do. She just didn't come up on my time.
First of all, you should be listening to her on Power 99 in the morning, because they definitely were promoting it.
You should.
And she's definitely been posting it on her Facebook page, so there's no excuse.
And then when you're done listening to that, you should hop on anywhere you listen to podcasts and listen to the Hip Hop Diner.
Very much so.
There you go.
Very much so that.
That part.
So shout out to DJ Diamond Cuts and her whole team for putting on their 4th annual Best Vibe Ever. I will definitely be there next year, because it's always the best vibe ever.
Are you supposed to say 1st annual?
I believe so. Yes, you will want to say 1st annual. I mean,
well, it's not annual yet.
It will become an annual.
I think
I've seen people say first annual, 2nd annual. You gonna put annual behind it, because I don't think you should exclude the first. I don't think you should exclude the first.
1st annual. Yeah, I guess you letting everybody know it's gonna be every year.
Yeah, so if you're just gonna do it one time, I wouldn't put annual behind it if you're not gonna do it on a yearly basis. But this is her 4th time, so it's her 4th annual, and I really wish y'all could see the back of my shirt. I can't get up because I'm very boxed in right here. But if you can see the back of this shirt, it's like a big what they call it, air balloon.
Yeah,
a hot air balloon.
It's like a bigger version of the front, right? With like a hot,
but it's a hot air balloon back here. I thumbnail y'all.
It's lit though.
Yes.
Take her word for it.
Yes.
In fact, on Patreon, you see the back of the shirt.
Very much so that if you went, shout out to y'all. If you didn't go, make sure you go next year for the 5th annual.
5th annual.
Because she's going to do it every year. She's going to come through for the community every year, period.
I'm going next year.
As you should. You should have went this year.
I'll talk to DJ Diamond myself.
Good luck with that. Okay, so how was your weekend?
I'll have a discussion where.
How was your weekend?
It was cool. What did I do this weekend?
I don't know. What did you do?
Not much. Work. Had the kids.
So last time we talked, you was off.
It was like 800. Yeah.
So what you do while you was off? Did you go somewhere? Cause you returning back to the job next. No? Okay.
No, I just spent time with the kids and I rested. And that was all I wanted to do. I slid up on you at some point.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of like it.
That's all you did?
Yeah.
Well, because somebody...
Because I BS'd and didn't schedule the trip to Florida like I was supposed to with my sister and my mom and take the kids and all of this because I put work first because I'm low-key a workaholic and I need to stop being that way.
Well, somebody had an injury.
Taco?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he walked that off, though. He like, whatever.
He said, I'm not sitting down.
Yeah, he like, I'm not ruining the last few weeks of my summer.
He had, what, a sprained ankle
like
or something?
a little, not a minor, but like not a major.
On his Tony Hawk behavior.
Yeah, trying to be like me on the skateboard because he think he could do everything I can do. And at some point you will be able to do that.
He
just
be like
not right now.
Up.
Yes, he wants to be better. According to him. You ever see that? You ever see the meme or the little video when the dude be like, my car better than yours, my chick better than yours, my clothes better than yours, I'm funnier than you. You ever see it? That's
No.
Tyler to me.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be richer than you. I'm taller than you.
Well, some parents always want that. I want you to be better than me attitude.
And I'm like, bro, that's exactly what I want for you. I want you to be better than me in all aspects of life, bro. I don't want you to fall short of anything. But I also let them know that, you could stop growing right now. Like, let's not, like,
he almost as tall as you.
Yeah, like you on a trajectory to be 6'3", 6'4", but that can come to an end, young man.
Young man.
Tyler can be, Ella could end up taller and he loses his mind when I say that.
Oh my goodness. So like my kids are back to back in age. So a lot of people think that my kids are twins.
Yeah.
And then
me.
And then Taco is taller than Ella.
Yeah.
But my kid, okay, so they think my kids are twins first. Then when I say no, they're not twins, they automatically think that my daughter is the older one because she's taller than my son, but my son is the older one. But she just kind of towers over him just a little bit, and then she got a lot of hair. So when her hair is up, that just puts a little bit more height on her. And then my son, he just so petite and little, so he just looks like the younger sibling, but he's
around. Being rambunctious like boys do.
Yeah.
And she up under you.
And she's like, bossy and sassy.
Yeah,
so she just gives older siblings.
And younger sisters usually give older sister vibes. Shout out to my younger sister.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks she my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I let her be sometimes. I take her advice.
As you should. Girls know best.
They know something. I don't know if it's best.
I say it's best.
I know she's going to keep it real with me.
Because she knows best.
Yes. No. She just knows me.
Okay.
And she lets me know when I'm wrong, and she lets me know when I'm right. And I'm wrong a lot more than I'm right. I'm wrong a lot more.
I cannot.
I am wrong a lot more
crying.
than I am right. That's one thing. Listen, I'll tell people all the time, we got a running joke. I say something and I'll be like, well, I could be wrong though.
At least you know.
Yeah.
At least you acknowledge. Listen.
Majority of people are wrong more than they're right. I'm just one willing to admit it.
I can't relate.
I know you can't. See what I'm saying?
I can't relate.
See how we get right back to it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't relate. I'm sorry.
Nah, you never wrong. It hasn't been one time yet where you were wrong.
Don't go there. Don't start with me, please. Don't start with me.
Hasn't been one time.
I have proven to you plenty of times.
It hasn't been one time yet where we got into something and you were wrong and I was correct.
You said
you were wrong.
When?
No, I said hasn't been a time.
Exactly, there never will be.
See what I'm saying? Look, you choosing violence. I'm giving you.
Listen, I just told you I can't relate, and you literally just said on camera, you just admitted that there has never been a time.
Because it's best to just like let them have it. True leaders.
Is that what you be doing? You just be let me have it? Is that what you call it? Oh.
All right, so what was like a current event that we was talking about?
We're not about to do that.
What was the current event that we was talking about?
We're not about to deflect, okay? We're not deflecting.
No,
I'm so sorry.
I'm mature enough to admit when I'm wrong.
Which is all the time when it comes to me.
70% of the time. Control your emotions, people. That's all. 70% of the time I'm wrong. Why are you looking with the shock face? You can't take 30% of being wrong? 30% is a high number.
Not if I'm not 30% wrong.
30% is like a reasonable, like, okay, I'll give you the
You
30.
literally just said I've never been wrong, and now I gotta take
Well,
30%.
yeah,
I
because
refuse to
that
take
was
30%.
cat. That was cat.
You're just lying to
That was cat.
everybody.
We need to get stuff edited. You were right. She's the driving force behind all of this, so I have to agree.
I'm baffled. I am baffled. Like, when I tell you the buffoonery that's bestowed upon me right now, it's not. We're gonna talk after these cameras go off.
Oh boy.
Nasty talk.
So
What? What are you talking? What?
I just want to change the subject.
Okay, well, go ahead
like,
then.
Yeah. I just feel
Okay.
like the more we talk about it, the more trouble I'm gonna be in. So, like my mom said, you don't know when. My mom always said, I don't know when to stop.
Mom's
She
no
always
best.
said that. Boy, you don't know when to stop.
You just don't know when to cut
You
it.
don't know when to cut it. Like, you don't know when to shut up. You don't know when to stop. You don't know when to. My bad, y'all. I'm learning. So you sent me something interesting, right?
I did.
Yes, you did. And it was a Shade Room Great Debates, because I love Shade Room Great Debates.
Yeah, some of the debates definitely do be hitting. And you be
But
like,
it's funny how they kind of match up with our conversations sometimes.
yeah.
It's like we'll talk about it and then it'd be on the Shade Room.
Mm-hmm. So which one did I send you? Because I don't remember.
Would y'all miss your child's birthday party if your new spouse wasn't invited?
Okay, so yeah, so that was a video that I seen on the Shade Room, and I sent it to you, and I was like, look at this. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. See, now two men answered that question. I didn't agree with the first one, even though it's weird. Like, let me take that back. The first guy said that he would have separate birthday parties.
Okay.
I understood that because I've done that.
Okay.
Like, instead of like, there's no need to argue, just have a separate situation.
Mm-hmm.
The other guy said that he would go because the person he's married to already knows that this is the situation and I'm not missing out on. So I kind of agree with both of them.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because the person you marry knows that your BM or your BF is on BS already. So it's like, all you gotta do is say, like, listen, I'm gonna slide up on this party real fast. You already know what type time they on. I'ma just. I don't think women find themselves in that situation that much, like, because y'all end up with custody, like, or y'all have them more than men. So we always coming to y'all. So y'all don't really find yourselves in that predicament too much.
Okay, so with that being the case, would you, if you were married and had a spouse and your children's mother was having a birthday party and she said, pull up by yourself, are you going, or are you gonna respect
No, I'm doing
your spouse?
both. No, I'm gonna do both. What? I'm pulling up
without your spouse.
Yeah.
So then that's okay. So then both really doesn't matter. If the thing is,
no, I'm having both. The reason I say is both because I'm big on, like, if your birthday is that Friday, I want to celebrate with you on that Friday.
But the whole point of the question is, are you missing it because your spouse cannot go? You said you're going to do both. Okay, that's
No, I said
fine.
I agree with both.
No. But I'm asking you if that was the case for you. If your child's mother was throwing a birthday party and she said, you come, but your spouse can't.
Okay, so that gets back to what the guy with the black hat was saying.
Right.
My spouse is going to know already that.
But I'm asking you.
Yeah, I would.
Personally.
Yes, I would.
So you would go without your spouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, and then the guy was asking him, like, oh, you be taking the pictures and all that. And dude, like, no, I do no pictures and all of that, but I'm going to show up because why aren't we invited? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's something you have to work on in your personal life. Like, if I'm married to this person and you saying you're invited, but she's not, you're just being petty.
No, not necessarily. It might be a situation between the two females where they don't get along and, you know, if the party is at my house and I don't like her, she's not coming to my house.
Well, yeah, okay. And then if that's the case and y'all don't get along, I'm still going. Either way, the way I'm looking at it is the person that I marry will understand my situation. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so you're
even
not like,
though,
well, if she can't come, I'm not going.
my wife will understand. We would have had this is not going to be the first time we've encountered this difficulty. You get what I'm saying? So we've already come to an agreement. And I feel like whenever you marry somebody or start dealing with somebody and they have kids, you really got to fully understand that it's going to be stuff that comes along with that. That's what goes back to the other conversations we had. Like, there's a certain level of maturity that everybody has to get to when you find yourselves in these situations.
And when you're not there, certain things just not going to go.
True. So this is what I'm saying. If you're inviting me but not her, we've already had that conversation. She's okay with me going. Now, this is all based on her okay with me going. Like, because that's my wife. That's the person I married. The person I married is cool with me going. I go because Friday is your actual birthday. Friday is the 9th, and the 9th is your actual birthday. I want to see you on the 9th. Now, that might just be me being pet, but like that's your actual birthday.
Right.
And I think it's important for kids, whether the parents get along or not. I think in certain situations, when it comes to celebrating the kids' life, the parents should find a way to coincide with each other for that 12-hour period.
But that's the parents. That has nothing to do with outside spouses.
So, but it wasn't that. It was, would you still go? Would I still go? And yes, I would still go.
As the parent.
Without
I'm
the spouse. Definitely going. Yes. And then I'm going to take the kid. Assume you have the kid the next day, right? Then we'll have our separate party with my spouse.
Okay.
You know, but I'm showing up for that. And then we're going to go and do our separate thing. You know, because also she signed up for it. She know my baby mom drama. She signed up for it, so she got to be willing to sit it out. Everybody's got to come to an understanding.
I understand that.
But I'm not missing my kid's party.
Because she can't come. I respect that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's my kid. Like,
very respectable.
Yeah, like, and if you got a problem with that, then we have to have another discussion.
I mean, because she could have not invited your ass at all.
Exactly.
Listen, if you want,
I've been there.
Okay,
so listen. So from that perspective of not being invited and having to wait to do my own thing with my kids, which sucks. I don't like that. Like, again, I feel like we should be able to come together and celebrate. I'm taking advantage of that because I'm like, oh, you said I can come. Oh, okay. Here I come. Yeah. I'll be right back. She said I could come. So yeah. Excuse the excitement, but I'm happy to see my kids.
Right.
Like, yeah.
So there was one point where, okay, so when it comes to birthdays, I'm always going all out for my kids. I'm planning everything from beginning to end. That's just always been me. I've always been the party planner, which I feel like is always the mom that does the parties or the planning of birthdays or whatever case may be. So at one point it was where, you know, I would invite him and that's it, that's all. And as of recently, I've been extending the invitation.
Oh, look at you.
And don't do that. So I have been extending the invitation, and our children's birthdays have been celebrated together.
Isn't that nice though? Like,
family.
Seriously, isn't that, like, I know, and all jokes aside, right? I know you had to work through that to get to that point, but now that you're at that point, do you feel a little like, okay, I'm a little growner now? All right, so.
Lance, please don't.
It's progress. We all. It's progress.
Don't piss
it's
me
progress.
off,
See, like, cause I haven't been invited because her husband wasn't comfortable with me being there.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait a minute. Now that's a whole. Okay, wait. That took me back. Okay.
Do my little tank dance. Woo.
He said, "Oh, that ninja can't come. Okay, he can't come.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Yeah. How
Whoa,
about
wait,
that?
hold on. Now flip the script.
How about that?
Now flip the script. Wait,
How
hold
about
on.
that?
Pause. Let's hold on.
New topic.
Hold on. Right. Hold on. Okay. So like I said, so as of late, we have been doing birthdays together, wherever like that. So which is cool, you know. I do feel like spouses should not be included in everything. Like every event, it should, like, certain things are okay, like birthdays, stuff like that. Certain things I feel like spouses should not be included in. But that's just me. But like, no, birthday parties
I
is
agree with
cool.
that. But I'm laughing because I had to go through. That nigga had to be there for school events. Like I had to share all my moments with Bull.
Yeah, I just feel. I mean, and even if we, come together as parents, because you had said something about like
you at
taking
the school
pictures
too, bro.
No,
you gotta come to a recital.
No, you had said something about taking pictures, and my daughter, she had her dance recital, and her father came and my family came, and we did take pictures together. My thing is with the whole picture thing, is like these are memories that they are gonna have.
Yeah.
So it's like we can at least take one picture
You
together
can
to show.
take an appropriate picture.
Yeah, so it was the kids
person
at
each person at each end.
Yeah. That's exactly how it was.
Like a very safe
I was
photo.
on the right side, he was on the left side, and the kids were in the middle.
Like a team
and it was,
picture, tallest on the outside.
That's how it was. It was like him, my daughter, my son, me. I'll always at least try to take one picture from that time to show that, both of your parents were there. I don't really, he took his own pictures. I took my own pictures, but I at least need one picture to show,
that's
and that's
all.
it.
Like we were here in the moment. Like,
Cause that's a memory for the kids. That has nothing to do with us as the parents.
But we don't. For some reason, we forget that it's about the kids and we make it all about ourselves. But see, I think I have a different level of acceptance and understanding because, like I said, I've dealt with all of this stuff. So I've seen it. I've dealt with it emotionally. I've worked through those difficulties without killing anybody.
Takes time.
I think it definitely takes time. And it takes some arguments.
But it makes it easier when everybody knows their place.
Let me tell you, he wasn't uncomfortable. He wasn't uncomfortable just because he was uncomfortable. He was uncomfortable because I made it the fuck uncomfortable.
Oh, so you were just bringing drama.
Yeah, at one point I was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like you said, everybody need to know their place.
Yeah.
So we got to work this spacing out.
It makes it harder when you don't know your place. When you start overstepping your boundaries,
But as two men, we got to work our spacing out. So it was some stuff that he did that I didn't agree with. And I'm not going to bite my tongue on it.
As you should.
Yeah, we got to come to an understanding about that.
Now, does he have children? She
doesn't. Yes.
Oh.
This is the weird thing about men. We have a tendency to get overzealous with other people's kids because you want to impress this female. Don't get your head knocked off. Trying to impress a female, bro. Okay. Like that be the whole, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. And that goes to message for everybody. Do not let a female get you into a situation where you being overzealous with her kids and you forgetting that they're not your kids. Because not everybody deals with that.
Especially if you an active parent. It's like
that's the thing. Like that's the thing. That's the crawl, right?
Right. Active parents. Right. Because if you're not an active parent, I can see you want to step in a little more.
Yeah.
But if you're there, you're present, you're active, is no reason for we're not in competition. There is no competition when it comes to the parent.
Yeah.
That's just that. Period.
And I'm
the parent.
And I'm the other parent.
Right. So stay in the other parent's place. Don't cross that line. Don't overstep your boundaries. Stay in the other parent's place.
Talking about like step parent and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that should be something that they understand. Like, I don't understand why we got to have that conversation. I couldn't understand. Like,
I think
even though I brought drama sometimes, I didn't understand why I had to bring the drama.
Well, it's also what your co-parent allows them to do.
That's the whole point. Like Gil, I was just watching an old video of Gil talking about this is dudes can shoot they shot with your chick all day. It's up to her to block it. Calling her Tootie Gobert and all of that. Like, it's up to her to block all of that. Exactly. It's up to me to check my wife. It's up to you to check your husband.
Right.
I shouldn't have to argue with him.
Right. Right.
You know why I'm arguing with him?
Because you're allowing.
And not only you're allowing it, I brought it to you already.
Right.
I didn't just take it right to him. I brought it to you.
Mm-hmm.
In so many words, you told me kiss your ass. You justified it. You had your reasons.
Oh, I hate when they justify.
They justified it. Like we said before, like you look at this person, you're going to justify because you have certain feelings for this person. So now they're the superhero. No. Like, no. So, okay, you're not listening to me. Bro, let me holler at you for a second.
Mm-hmm.
You see what she got you doing, bro? Cut that shit out. I told her to stop it. She not listening.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling you to stop it.
Right.
Now you know.
And you should never have to talk to the other person.
That's
you should
all I'm
be
saying.
able to
That's
talk
all I'm
to
saying. That's all I'm saying.
your co-parent, and the word should be able to go.
I never understood
down the
why
lane.
I had to be the bad guy.
I
Like,
shouldn't have to talk to you.
Like I don't want to turn up in front of my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have to do that. Now they look, because this is the thing, right? Kids don't understand the dynamics of that.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll just think you're either, because when you leave, trust best believe the other parent gonna be talking mad shit about you, and they're gonna have the kids under the impression that you were wrong. They're never gonna tell the kid like, well, you know, I messed up. That's why he came over here acting stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you do that stuff in front of the kids. Now that affects them. Now they don't want to be honest with you and tell you stuff because they think when you find out stuff, you're gonna act a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And
kids we talked about that.
Yeah, and kids start lying.
Mm-hmm.
And they start lying to both parents.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they start making stuff up because kids have to find their safe space within this chaos.
Right.
And they love us to death. They
Right.
don't want to see their mom crying. They don't want to see their dad crying. So they just start lying.
Right.
They said it's easier to just either say nothing or lie about it.
Right.
So, yeah, would you stop your kid's father from coming based on your husband being uncomfortable?
Well, I stopped they papping.
Yeah, like, if your dude was like, your baby father in the way, I don't really, whatever reason he got. Because at the end of the day, he was uncomfortable in his own space. And that showed itself later on.
How about I have to be able to tolerate they dad coming. What you mean him? No, I'm kidding.
But yeah,
no,
it's
I'm kidding. No. When it comes to certain things, regardless of the dynamic of my co-parenting with my other parent, I always want them to be at any and everything for our kids. Whether I like you that day, whether I don't like you that day, whether I can't stand you, whether I cuss you, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you know, this event, this special event
Trumps
is a one-time thing that you cannot get back. So I will always extend the invitation, and it's up to you whether you want to come or not. And I'm not going to let somebody else dictate that. So if I'm with somebody and they got a problem, well, you just going to have a problem. You ain't got to be here. You're not the parent. Yeah. You can go ahead about your business, because if he's coming and you got a problem with it, then you can go.
Yeah, like go hang out for the day, bro.
Yeah, go take a day off.
Yeah, go take a day off, dude. Like, yeah.
If you can't be here and coexist and be civil, because I gotta coexist and be civil.
Because I don't think it's fair. Yeah, I don't think it's fair that the other parent doesn't get to come just because the person you with is uncomfortable.
Yeah, I would never, because like I said, at the end of the day, this is a one-time event. It's about the kids. It's not about me, you, him, her. It's not about nobody but this child or these kids. Yeah. So if you cannot act right and coexist around these kids for this one event, this one day, these few hours, it's
only birthdays and school things.
I mean,
it's no other
you
thing.
Got proms, graduation.
Well, yeah, but it's
dance
school,
recitals.
Yeah, school,
plays,
school, or birthday. All those stuff you named is school associated. So yes, those moments come around once a year, right? So you're gonna have one school thing a year, maybe two, a spring and a fall situation, and you're gonna have a birthday. And depending on how many kids y'all share, that's how many birthdays you're going to have per year. Like you said, it's a 12-hour day. we should be able to focus in for 12 hours and be okay with each other.
Mhm.
Even if we
Even
don't
if you
say
stop by, you pull up, say hi, happy birthday, cut a little cake, and be outside.
that's all.
That's it. You showed up. You was there. And then if you want to have your little shindig, you know, have your little shindig.
And like, you know, where my kids live on a farm, so it's big enough to where we don't even gotta be
near each
like
other.
we don't even gotta be near each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We don't gotta be near each other.
Yeah.
Like we could literally be an acre apart.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could be all the way the fuck over there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Now I
could
will
be
say
all the way over there.
I will say the first time we had an extended birthday celebration, at first it was a little uncomfortable, but as time went on and stuff like that, it was cool. Like, it's kind of weird at first because it's like you got your current situation with your previous situation. It's like we all got to coexist together. But I mean, we all had fun.
Yeah. Now that we both single, actually, things got better.
And another thing is the kids like seeing everybody.
That's
in
the
a good
whole
space.
And
they notice.
Listen, and that's what I'm saying, right? Me and my kids' mother don't ever gotta be together in a relationship type of situation.
Right.
I like that don't never gotta happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love for the kids to see us functioning as two, because it's rare that they saw that.
Right,
like they see us bickering and arguing and separated all the time.
Right, because they probably wasn't old enough to see the togetherness before the split. So
Exactly. He got a little bit of it. She ain't get a lot of it. She was
Oh.
too young to comprehend all of that.
Right.
So that's all I be wanting now. It's like, oh, you get to see us in the kitchen together, just having a normal conversation.
Yeah.
Laughing and joking about it. Ain't gotta be no lovey-dovey. We ain't gotta be in no relationship. Because this is our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
This is our relationship. Raising these kids is our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We have to function
properly
in that relationship. And that's all I be wanting. So I agree with both of them. Yeah, you go see your kid, you chill till I come back. And then the next day, hopefully I can take the kid with me when I leave because party over. Right?
Maybe. Depends.
Y'all be glad to get him out of here. Like, I'm going to take him with me. Oh, please, I'm tired.
Maybe.
Depends. So then we do something tomorrow. But at least I got to celebrate with you on your actual birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't care if your actual birthday is on the 9th. The kids, but it's not the same the next day.
Right.
It's the 10th. It's not the same.
Right.
It's not the same.
Even though people out here celebrating their birthday.
Yeah, but as you get older, but kids, I guess that's more of us thing, like an ego thing. Like, I know I gotta be there with the kid because my kids is fine with celebrating it whenever we get to celebrating it.
I'm like that too. Like my daughter's birthday was on a Wednesday. They're like, oh, I'm not doing it on a weekend. Her birthday is Wednesday, so it's going to be Wednesday.
It's going to be Wednesday.
It's going to be Wednesday. Her birthday is not Saturday. Her birthday is Wednesday, so it's going to be Wednesday.
Yeah. Like, so
every birthday can't fall on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Exactly.
So,
so whether it just be a little half party with family there, but we're going to celebrate it on the actual day.
The birthday is the same day every year. Whatever day it falls on, it does not matter. I'm planning whatever on that day. Period.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So they were
that's
both.
it.
Yeah, they were both.
That was a good one.
Right. Yeah. Because, I was when you said, I was like, see, because I've dealt with that.
Mm-hmm. You was like, I like that.
Yeah, because I've dealt with that. And I've.
And a lot of us probably dealt with that. I mean, it's a part of co-parenting.
And if not, and like to be 100% with everybody, like I've dealt with that. I've argued about that. I've cried over that.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked that out in my head. So that's something that was important to me. No, because that's a big deal. Celebrations and sharing time with your kids, you can't let other people dictate how that's going to go. You just going to have to sit here and be mad till I get back. Because I had kids already.
Mm-hmm.
And homeboy, you going to have to relax. Because you knew when you met her, those kids was already here and you didn't make them. So what are you confused for?
And I will say now that I just was thinking about this, there has been times where, me and their dad may have not want to do something together, but we both wanted to see the kid on their birthday. So I'm like, all right, you take them the first half of the day, y'all do whatever, and then
Yeah.
I'll get them the rest of the
Yeah,
day. So
like
it's like
we
we'll try
did
to
that.
split it up
Yeah,
at
like
least.
we did that with like the Christmases and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Even other
okay.
holidays like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
like
split
they
it.
wake up to you. Boom. Y'all open y'all gifts, and then I slide in around like 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I take them with me so they can see the other side of the family.
Right. Now, Thanksgiving, you can have them.
Yeah, and they
have 'em.
usually, because they have a big thing on Thanksgiving, and I know
Yeah.
my kids look forward to that. I don't really celebrate a lot of holidays, so
Mhm.
I'm only a stickler for the birthdays and the school stuff. That other stuff,
Yeah, like Halloween, you can have them.
yeah, like
You
can
take them
have all of
outside.
that.
I don't
Like,
feel like all that.
when I
4th
used
of
to
July,
argue
you
about,
can have them.
yeah, when I used to argue about that stuff, I was just me being petty, like trying to control. Like, what you mean I can't have them? No, I want them. Then you realize I don't even want to walk around with this little nigga on Halloween.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like Halloween and Thanksgiving, please.
Yeah,
take
because be
them.
careful what you argue about with the kids too, because then you'll end up getting it, then you stuck with it.
Yeah,
like,
don't go crying and complaining about stuff. Then when you
that
get
you
handed
really
it on
don't
a platter,
want.
you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, that you asked for it, now you're gonna get it.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, like you gotta be careful with what you ask for, but at the same time, y'all gotta work on that.
Right.
Figure that part out.
So speaking of kids, our main topic also got to do with these kids. These kids been the topic for a little minute.
Yeah. And this a little older kid, like, but I'm
Give me, because you always read it. Let me read it today.
There you go. Hey, listen, I learned not to argue with anything.
You're learning. You're learning. Okay, so I'm gonna read it today, y'all. So today's topic is: would you let your teenage kid bring a friend of the opposite gender on an out-of-town family trip? Would you let your teenage daughter or son bring a little friend thing of the opposite on a family out-of-town trip? Is the friend pulling up to Disney with y'all or not? Is it happening? Is it not?
Unfortunately, we live in a world that's double standard. So
when it comes to girls, it definitely is. The boys get away with everything.
Unfortunately, right? Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. Men celebrate their sons' girlfriends, and we despise our daughter's boyfriend.
Oh, y'all ready to?
Yes.
Y'all cutthroat from the rip.
Yeah. So
the boy come home with it. Son, I like her.
Yeah, yes.
The boy come home. Y'all on some bad boys.
Definitely.
Bad boys type time.
Like, yeah, my daughter ain't get to that age, but I give my nieces hell. I give my niece hell about that. Like, she's of that age now. Yeah. But I just feel like that's my duty.
But that's not fair. You cannot be all in with the son and a girl, but you ready to go to jail over like.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the way y'all chicks roll, I gotta be the same way with y'all.
Because guess what? Think about it.
Y'all worse than the dudes.
No, guess what? Think about it. Your son go over to his girlfriend's house. Guess what? That girl has a dad who's about ready to grill your son, and you think your son is the best son.
Yeah.
But
I respect it though.
Of that girl, dad is.
I respect it as you should. I ain't mad at that. I expect, like, I'm gonna tell my son, like, that's what you gotta look like. Ain't no dude just gonna let you walk up. Shouldn't.
You gotta come correct.
Yeah, you gotta come correct. You not just walking up. Like, have some respect about. Like, that's what I raised my son to. When he meets that, he's
well prepared.
He's well prepared. You like. You're
not showing up with your pants sagging. You got ill proper, English,
and
like
you still may not be accepted. Because I don't care. Like, this is the thing. I don't care how many times you show up properly.
You still just gonna have.
I'm gonna burn you out. You would have to, like, it's gonna have to be to the point where I just see you years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you still around, young boy?
That don't mean nothing. You still might not like them years around.
No,
later.
yeah, exactly. But like, like the old, like the Huxtable, like,
they got
Bill
a lot to prove.
A lot to prove. And I'm like Cameron with that. We already starting at -30.
-30.
So like, I don't trust you, bro. We starting at -30. I might not even know you long enough to get to 0. Just know you starting at -30, bro. It ain't none of that. I don't agree with that. And as I'm having the conversation, I'm like, 'cause they like, okay, so I was having a conversation with somebody about that, right? So that's how we came to this, right?
About the bringing somebody. Okay. All right. So yeah, break it
Yeah.
down. What had happened?
And they were saying that they were okay with it because the boys around any other time, like at the house and all of that type of stuff.
Now, what age are we talking here?
16.
Just so we can... Okay. Okay. Okay.
16 going on 17.
Okay.
And they're like, well, they're about to be 17. And I'm like, okay, that's not 18.
Mm-hmm.
And when you 18, okay, that's not 25.
So where was the trip? Like, what was the scenario?
They are going going to Florida.
Okay.
So they were going to Florida. The boy's family was supposed to go.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The mom, like, something happened. They can't go. The mom got work. But they wanted to know if the son can still go. Because that was that's the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But the reason why these two families know each other is because these two kids.
Right.
So since they can't go, is it okay for the son to
For him
still
to still
go?
be able to go
Yeah.
with us?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's crazy, right? Like,
no, I mean, I feel like it's more so the friend's parents that has to be okay with it, more so of anything. Like, all right, if I'm okay with this person, with this child coming and me be responsible for this child without their parent, cool. But now, is your parents okay with you being with me?
apparently they are.
Okay, so, I mean,
But you fine with it. With your daughter bringing her friend.
it depends on the person. It depends on the friend. Now, if you a friend, I'd be like, can't stand this friend.
Well, now, okay, now, like, not is her little boyfriend.
Huh? Wait, huh? What, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying friend, but it's really her little boyfriend, because that's the other part of the because that was the other part of the question, like what age are you okay?
Now you ain't say all that.
Yeah, no, that's the whole thing.
No, you ain't say all that.
Yeah, it's
now,
not
that changes
just
everything.
No, listen, it's her little boyfriend. So the whole question is, are you okay with them going on a trip, and at what age are you okay with having a little boyfriend or girlfriend?
We not taking no boyfriends and no trips. What's wrong with you?
Change the whole dynamic, right?
Because you fooled me. That is not what you said. When we talked about this, that is not what you said. You said friend, so I'm thinking friend.
Oh,
you ain't said nothing about no boyfriend. Oh, that's an absolute no. What is wrong with you?
I like this, like, in real time.
No, because
reaction.
why would you sit there and play in my face like that? Because you made me. Oh my God, I'm so sick of you. I'm sick of you. Why would you do that to me? Now you want to spring it on camera that it's a boyfriend? No, your fast tail ain't going with me.
See how that flipped around? We spent 20 minutes talking about how it was cool. Then as soon as that died, once you realize that little nigga trying to put his penis in something,
no, I ain't say all
it
that.
changed the whole dynamic of everything.
No. I did not say all of that. I did not say that. I did not jump.
But that's
there.
what
No.
But that's what you think once you think little boyfriend. No, now it's an intimate relationship.
That's way too soon to be doing stuff like we not take. I ain't even been on a vacation yet. Oh hell no! I'm so sorry. I'm grown and I ain't never take no trip with no. And we all sit. Yo, cut the camera. I can't deal with you. Did you really? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm cutting up a little bit because he sprung this on me out of nowhere. When we had this brief conversation, what he said was friend. Now we on camera, he's saying boyfriend. He threw me. No. Now, what I will say is if I like the boy or the girl, whatever the case may be, yada, 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 and we're going like on a day trip to the beach like AC, that's fine. But you getting a plane ticket
and overnighting
not
it for
going
like
to,
3
we're
days.
not overnighting tripping nothing. We're not overnighting tripping. Listen, we can go to the beach. Y'all could dip off. Y'all can go catch some rides. Y'all can go catch a vibe. Meet back up when it's time to go. That's fine. Are we staying somewhere at a hotel? No, we are not. Lance, don't piss me off. You done got me riled up. Like, I ain't never been this riled up ever. It's not funny.
So I guess that's the answer for
You
that.
did right. That's the answer. No.
Which is also?
Heavy on the no.
For both.
Both. It's both. It goes both ways. I will take the little niglet.
On a day trip.
I will take the young man or the young lady on a day trip.
Once we get past into the midnight hours, no.
Listen, your overnight trip situations are when you're grown and you don't need my parental consent. That's when you start doing it. Like I said, I'm grown. I ain't never been on, like, what?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you preaching to the choir with that one.
I'm just saying,
anti, like, I didn't agree with it at all. It's like, oh, well, he's at the house, and I'm like, so I don't care if he was at the house.
You also, as a parent, have to realize you've been that age before. There's been things you wanted to do too, and your parents was blocking and doing all the most. Listen, I feel like if you're with me, there's like, okay, you're with me. I can monitor you. I'm not going to micromanage you. Like I said, if we're going on a day trip to the beach, y'all ain't got to be up under me. Y'all go do what y'all want to do, and just at 8 o'clock meet back up at this spot, and we out. Y'all can go do whatever y'all want to do, whatever. Just
like, let's not get naive. Let's not be naive, right? Yeah. That's be my whole thing. Like, let's not be naive.
That's the age where they want to start.
Yeah, and they gonna figure it out.
You gotta be lenient with some things.
And you gonna get tired way before they do. They'll ride that night out until you fall asleep. Like, you ain't gonna be able to stay up long enough to watch them.
Now, with that being the case with the whole, that thing, because I'm done with it. I'm done. We're not even gonna, okay. We're gonna jump along and we're gonna go here with it now, because I have also had this scenario where my brother's little girlfriends could come over, but my little boyfriend
not at
can't.
all. Not at all. Same thing. It's a double. Yeah, no.
Hell no. That's not fair. That's not fair.
It's not. I'm not going to sit here and argue and say that it is fair.
Would you rather her go to his house?
No.
All right, then you.
No.
If you don't allow him to come over, she's going to find a way to go over there.
No, she's not.
Okay.
My daughter,
you must be getting ready to pull up that Find My Location and pull up, because baby.
Because that means that she's like leaving the house, and like, how is she getting somewhere? She ain't about to walk out and get no Uber. Oh, you need a ride? Where you going? Yeah, you ain't about to go get on no bus.
Now, you know good and darn well at that age, they be outside. They gonna get around however they gotta get around. If they know how to catch a bus, they catching the bus.
Yeah, no, I'm not letting my daughter catch the bus as a teenager.
Okay.
I don't see that in her future.
Now, what if you find out that
I'm too nervous? See, like I.
Okay, but you can't control what the mom allows when
not
she
at all,
has
and that's the thing. Yep. Nope.
So now, what if you found out that she allow? Okay. Well,
no,
you
you can't. Like, you make a great point. You can't. Again, it goes back to, like, I hope we on the same page, and I hope we want the same thing for our kids. But that's the tricky part, because
when it comes to something like that, you have a different mindset being a man versus me being a woman.
Exactly.
I'm okay with him coming over,
just like they were okay with them going on the trip.
Mm-hmm.
I
feel like females are a little more lenient than the males when it comes to the daughters.
Yeah.
Now with the sons, y'all just letting them run wild.
But I think it's because females know how. I know y'all know how strict it is, how strict y'all get raised as females. So y'all try to cut y'all daughters. Lenient. Yeah, y'all like let her live her life a little bit. But then we come
relatable.
Then we come in and be super realistic and be like, stop fucking playing with me. Like, sit your goofy ass down and stop giving her bad advice.
Stop giving her bad advice.
Yeah, like, what are you doing?
I'm crying. I just, as a parent, I'm just always going to put in the mind that I was once your age, and I'd rather you do it with me than behind my back.
Now, this is the only. I got to be super fair. I try to be as reasonable with myself as possible, right?
I don't know. I feel like when it comes to Ella, you run a tight ship.
Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. But this is the point I'm trying to make, though. I'm glad you said that. As fathers, I feel like at some point I would have to, like, being as though I love her so much,
Mm-hmm.
and I know this is what she want in a weird way. It's kind of like I'm gonna have to find some leniency in that
Mm-hmm.
because it is my baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
The tighter
like,
that rope, I'm telling
yeah,
you.
like, and I've had cousins that didn't get that leash loosened for them.
Mm-hmm.
And the second they got outside,
Oh, they went
bad
wild.
decision after bad decision after bad decision. There is a thing to working through little nigglets.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to figure that out. You got to
Mhm.
see who running game. You got to learn that part.
You have to at least give them a little bit of rope. And you
Yeah.
start tightening it as you see, like, you're not responsible. You're not
Yeah.
like, I feel like you should kind of, in a way, give your kids a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to give you room to mess up.
That's true.
Once you mess up, or once I see that I can't trust you, or whatever the
Yeah.
case may be, that's when that rope should start getting a little tight. Like, all right, like, I told you to be home by midnight. You came home after midnight. Now your curfew got to be 10 o'clock. Like, you know, I told you to call. You ain't call. Now is you start tightening the rope a little bit. I feel like if you start with a tight rope, that's when they gonna start doing it behind your back.
You made me think about something. I think I'm gonna take
'Cause I'm
that
always
approach
right.
from the beginning, because
Well,
I know
so-
you gonna mess up.
Exactly. You know they are.
I know you gonna mess up.
And
so
you have to be okay with that. You
No.
cannot, oh, the first time you messed up, you're done up. You're cut
no,
off.
yeah,
You're
no,
done.
no. I'm giving everybody 12 o'clock curfews because I know you're gonna fuck that up right from the rip, and then I'm snatching it. No, yeah,
But
you can
don't
go 12.
snatch
I'm
it.
snatching it.
Don't snatch
And you
it.
can't say I didn't try with you. Thank you.
Because I'm always right.
Yeah, you can't say I didn't try right from the bit 12, because I know you're gonna mess that up, and then I'm taking it, and it's gonna be 10 o'clock forever.
Until you prove.
You
Now,
can't.
if you start coming in on time at 10 o'clock, then we can start, you start getting your little.
The trick with me is you can't get the 12 o'clock back.
That's not fair.
I know. That's my little thing.
Now, you got compromise. They're going to mess up. Give them a chance to redeem themselves.
I don't
You
think
have
Ella's
to.
gonna mess up.
Not with your CO attitude.
I think Tyler's gonna mess up because Tyler don't take anything I say serious.
That's now, maybe. We didn't get to that point yet where he
don't say anything I say
He's
serious.
still got a couple more years to get that maturity in him. So don't count him out yet.
Mhm.
He's still got a couple more years to get to that point anyway.
Yeah,
so
nah, he
don't
be
count.
all right.
Tyler, I'm
Yeah, he
I'm,
be all
I'm
right.
advocating for you here.
Got a little beard.
You too,
coming in.
Ella. I'm not leaving you out. I'm advocating for you
That's
too.
my mama's. I mean, just because I love mama so much, I know I'm gonna be like a softie for her. But I'm a fake like I'm not. I guess. I don't know what you're supposed to do as a dad when they come to this shit. I don't want nobody touching my daughter. And I want my son touching everything.
Wait.
Then that's the truth. Like, that's the truth. Like, that's as real as I can get on this microphone right now. Yeah, like, I don't want nobody touching her, and I want him touching everything.
I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing.
I mean, that's how every dad, that's the juxtaposition that we are in of, like, our mindset when you have a son and a daughter. I want you to go sow your royal
Don't you dare. Don't you
oats.
dare. Don't piss me off.
And I want you to be a virgin until you die. I don't need grandkids from you. You can give me grandkids.
And guess what? That girl that you want your son touching has a dad waiting to snatch his ass. So just keep that in mind, okay? While you over there advocating for your son to be touching everything moving, just know everything moving got a dad just like you. That protects their daughter just like you. And ready to snatch your son up at the blink of an eye. So just keep that in mind while you let him sow his little royal oats, okay?
Yeah, and then you learn that those are the females that you should probably, like, circle back on because they'll probably have some sense. Like, if you go to a female, like, listen, if you go to a female's house and there's no checks and balances, that might be fun for the moment, but that's not gonna, she doesn't have any checks and balances. So eventually that's gonna come back and bite somebody in the ass.
Do you feel like you should meet the parent of the boyfriend or girlfriend? Like, do you want to be like, oh, that's your little girlfriend? Okay, let me meet the parents. Like, do you?
I mean,
want...
if they going over there, like,
Okay.
yeah, because I want to know what type of person, where does this kid come from?
Mm-hmm.
What-
Who in your household? You got
Yeah, where are you
like
getting
trap
your
house
where are you
outside or
getting
what?
your life information from?
Uh-huh.
Like, who's feeding you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you come from a clean house. Like, what are you thinking?
Mm-hmm.
And I would be able to know that by your parents.
So you would only want to meet the parents if your child is like going over there.
Yeah. Because the parents should want to meet me if they come into me.
Like, well, who else you going to? I need to know.
Yeah, and then again, I would know by if your parents don't ever want to meet me, where your parents at?
Right.
Where your dad at? Your dad ain't worried about his daughter.
Just let you outside.
Just let you outside. Where your mom at?
Like, it's 11 o'clock. Why you still here?
Yeah.
It's like, ain't somebody calling for you by now?
Yeah, exactly. What you live
Don't you
with?
got
You
somewhere to be?
live with your grandma? She sleep? What's up? Where your mom at? Like, she at work? Where your dad at? Locked up? What's going on?
Not locked up.
I mean,
How would you?
because, like, I'm just trying to be funny, but if it's a little, forget just a daughter, if there's a 14, 15-year-old kid just outside at 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, like, yeah, where are your parents at? Is your mom at work?
Mm-hmm.
Is your dad locked up?
Mm-hmm.
Like, where's the discipline?
Why you gotta keep going to the dad being locked up? Like, why
Because
is that the thing?
because usually if dads are around, is discipline involved.
Okay. But why you gotta be locked up?
No, he don't gotta be locked up.
Why you can't just...
I mean,
He
I'm
living
just
his
being
best life.
stereotypical. I'm just being
stereotyping,
stereotyping this
okay.
shit. Yeah, I'm stereotyping.
Shame on you.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
It's one of those limited beliefs you get raised as a black man. If you're not around, you're in jail.
Okay.
You can't be driving trucks.
Or they... What?
Or an astronaut.
Okay, I get what you're saying. You be...
You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
nah, we don't think like that.
You just automatically go for the...
Yeah, like, oh, he in jail. He can't be a pilot. No shit like that. That never registers us.
Okay.
He's not a cop working overnight. He's in jail.
That might be a little better.
Yeah. Listen, I would.
If you're a cop, that'd be a little better. Absolutely.
If your dad is a cop.
Cop, CO, firefighter.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Don't bring him around here. That's good to know. I don't need to meet the nigga, but that's good to know.
Don't bring him around.
Yeah, don't bring him around here with all that
Ain't
police
no meet
shit.
and greets of this sort.
Yeah, like, no. I probably know that. Like, no. No. But yeah, it would be good to know. Like, oh, all right.
Okay.
Because cops, kids, no. I don't know. Mm-mm.
Interesting. That was listen, I'm glad I'm not at that point yet. You're I'm little almost closer than I am.
But I got the boy first, though.
Yeah.
And that's gonna set me up. I feel like that's setting me up for failure, though.
Just when they get to that point,
because L's gonna be able to compare how I treat it.
Yes. And don't.
So I might have to be a little more harsh on Tyler than I want to be.
What
just
are they,
to
4
set,
years?
just
4
to
years.
set an example.
4 years.
Of like, nah, I ain't let him get away with everything, so don't think you about to get away with everything.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna be able to swing that on me. Oh, you let him do it. No, I didn't. No, I did not. So sit your little goofy ass down.
Now, my kids are younger, as y'all know, and they have friends. And I want to say every friend that they have, I know the parents. I've hung out with the parents. We've done play dates. I'm comfortable with the parents. If I don't know your friend's parents and you ask me for a play date, it's going to be a no. It's going to be an absolute no. Nope. Because I know the parents. And if I have to have a play date with them, that means I have to interact with them. And if I don't know them, like, I mean, of course, I'm not gonna know them at first. I have to get to know them, but it's just like, I don't know. I can't really remember how I be getting all they friends from school. So it's like I had to see you picking up the kids or dropping the kids off, and it's like, oh hey, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I see you on a regular basis, and I know that your kid and my kid vibe. So that's, you know, I see you before and after. It's not like oh, you got a new friend, you want to have a play date? Well, let me go meet the parents on the first play date. No, that's not going to happen. I need
haven't
to
had to
have
do-
known
yeah.
you.
And like I haven't had because I was just about to say my kids don't even really had no friends outside of like
School or
family,
oh, okay,
cousins and stuff like
Okay.
that.
okay. No, my kids got friends from school.
Like I know they mom best friend. Like I know my daughter calls their mom best friend. Kids her friends. But that's like her mom best friend. They got a bunch of daughters. So, you know, baby girl go play with them. So when she's talking about her friend, I know who she's talking about. They ain't been to physical school in years. This be their first year going back, coming up to physical school. So they don't have school friends.
Oh, so they're not in the school setting to have like friends. So it's like, oh,
It used to be like I remember taking them to like birthday parties, like, you know.
Yeah.
But that's been a few years now.
Yeah,
They've
their
been
friends are
online
from school or like activities like, you know, my son boxes, my daughter dances.
Yeah,
so
Tyler
they,
had some
make
stuff.
friends.
They like when he was in football and all that, he had his friends from that.
Yeah.
But now they just around family, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, but all their friends, I know the parents. And I'm cool with them. I've seen them. Because all the parents that I know are from school. So I've seen you at functions and I know that our kids are friends. And I tend to try to gravitate to whoever my kids gravitate to. It's like, oh, that's your friend? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking out for the parent now so I can see like.
Yeah, like I don't need to meet all y'all parents. My son don't even rock with you, young boy.
Yeah, like I can tell like who my kids are friends with and who they friends with.
Yeah, exactly.
Like my son has had this one best friend since they were crawling. Like literally I would get him, he would spend the night in my house. And I'll be honest, I was actually shocked that the mom was like okay with it at first because they were young. They were like crawling, like barely walking, crawling. And she was okay with him spending the night. And I'm like, oh, you know, that's cool or whatever. And ever since then, even to this day, at the age that they are now, they are still friends. They still hang out. I take him with me places all the time. I'm like, yo, let me come get him and stuff.
Now, let me ask, does she also relieve you of some stress sometimes? Or is it like she use you as a babysitter?
I wouldn't say she used me as a babysitter because you can't use me if I volunteer. Like
No, like do she like, you know, not even use you, right? But like, you know, you like I know you always got the kids out, you doing
we
stuff.
always outside.
Yeah, y'all always outside.
Me and my kids, we always outside.
Is she the same type of mom to where you can send him to go do outside stuff with her? Or is it just like, that's what I mean, or you the one that's always doing the outside stuff?
So the thing about me is I don't trust people with my kids. I don't give a damn. I just like my kids.
Like I'm glad you like your kid with me, but I don't know if I'm gonna send my kid with you.
I don't trust my kid. I'm sorry. It's nothing against anybody. This is just a general for everybody. This goes for everybody. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't trust people with my kids. I will gladly take your kid with me. I will come get them. I will feed them. I will drop them off. Later, goodbye. They can spend the night. I don't care. But the reverse, nah.
Now I'm glad you said, and I think that's where a lot of my stands come from, because my mom was like that. Like
they can go, but I'm gonna go too.
Yeah, like my dad didn't really have any opinion on like how that stuff went. He kind of followed my mom lead, or like I didn't see him voicing an opinion about it. Like he worked.
There's certain people that I will like.
But like my mom didn't let like my mom like if your dad it was for my sister though. Like my mom let me rock out and go wherever I want. But like for my sister, like you couldn't have any older brothers in the house. You couldn't like you got any random uncle that live in the back room. Like, yeah, like I'm not sending my daughter to a situation where it's random dudes in the house. Like, you get what I'm saying? Just so she could go play with this little girl. Knowing these motherfuckers, they in there touching every fucking body.
Right. That's why, that's why I said and the thing about the parents that my kids are friends with, I've hung out with the parents. Like, we go out. Like, we're, like, me and the parents are now also friends. It's not just we are also friends. Because majority of the parents is girls. So it's like, oh, we girlfriends now because our kids hang out, whatever. Now, I will say my son
because all the dads be out driving trucks.
Off one more time, I'll fight you. Don't do it again.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, before I was rudely cut off, My son has had a female friend in like pre-K. And I've let my son go over there before. I've let him spend the night at her house. And I've let her mother take him, out or whatever like that. And I was okay with that because I knew the girl and I trusted her and I was okay with her. Now, some parents I don't feel that. I don't feel that lenient with them. Like I don't feel that lenient with them to leave my let my kids spend the night. With her, I was cool with it. And it's crazy because she had a daughter, but they was pre-kid. It was like, and her daughter was or is autistic. So the fact that her daughter gravitated to my son the way that she did versus other kids, I was extremely okay with it because it's like, for my kid to be somebody that your daughter gravitates to and talks to,
being that she's on the spectrum.
Yeah, it's like, okay, okay. And then, like I said, I knew the mom, so I was cool with her. Like, I remember when we first met, she was like, "Oh my God, is that your son? Oh, I love your son. He's so, da da da."
Yeah.
So I've always kept in contact with them. We always had play dates. I trusted my son being there without me, or, she's like, "Hey, I'm about to go here and here. Can Howard come?" Yeah. I dropped his little ass off with a sleeping bag so fast.
What if it was baby girl?
Huh? Wait. Now I will tell you, my son got way more friends than my daughter. Okay, he got way more friends because he started school before her. There was a whole year where she was with me. Like I would drop him off at school and she's coming back home with me. So my son has had more friends than my daughter. The thing about my daughter is everybody's her friend. And she can't tell me the name of nobody. Everybody her friend. Mom, can my bestie come over? Who? Well, I don't really know her name. Girl, get out of my face.
Like, not your bestie then. Like, let's practice
everybody's her bestie. I could take her to the market and she found a bestie in her aisle going to get a bag of chips. Like, what? Can your bestie come over? No, you don't even know this girl. We in the market. Get away from me. Get away from me. So my son, he's had a leg up on my daughter because he went to school before her. My daughter then trucked along. And, like I said, I have to know the kid, know the parent before I could even, and she just ain't present that to me because everybody is her bestie and she can't tell me not one name of these kids. So it's not going to work for me.
Like,
I'm not
listening to you right now.
I'm not entertaining it because you're not giving me serious.
Like, you take it a little more serious. I'll take it a little more serious.
Yeah, like my son, he a little selective. He not cool with everybody. Some people burn him out. He be like, "Yo, this kid's burning me out, mom." Like he be in class talking all the time to me, and I be trying to do my work. My son, he don't play with everybody's kids. Okay, Kamani, she plays with everybody's kids. She's just everybody's bestie. And everybody's her bestie. So, so the dynamic is different with her because of that. That's her own doing. That's her own doing. Now, she did have one little girlfriend, for a long time. They met at the same place same school that my son met his other, little girlfriend or whatever like that. But.
So the answer is you would? No. Oh yeah, you spazzed out on that already. You spazzed out on
trips, overnight trips.
Yeah, we spazzed out on that.
No. When it comes to like coming over, I'm welcoming both genders over to my. Like I said, I'd rather you be with me than be like behind, like you going over there. Like I trust you more here because I can watch you, but I'm not gonna micromanage.
Like if y'all gonna be hanging at somebody's house, I'd rather y'all hang at my house.
Yeah, I'd rather y'all do everything here. Like if y'all gonna be doing whatever you think you're gonna do behind my back, I'm gonna need you to feel comfortable. I want my kids to feel comfortable enough to not have to do stuff behind my back. I want them to feel safe enough to be like, if I do this behind my mom's back, I might not make it to my next birthday.
Like, how do you think you get to that point with kids?
You just have to take your own personal experience that you've had as a kid growing up with your parents and try to be different. Like, I'm not a.
So do you think that's where the whole, like, they can go with us on the trip type of thing comes from?
I'm just different, period. I'm just different from my parents. other parents. I'm just different, period. I'm just my own person. I operate in my own way. Everybody knows I'm the fun parent. I'm always outside with my kids. Every weekend, Khalid, we went to XYZ. I'm always out with my kids. I am always outside with my kids. Me and my kids are always doing fun stuff. So I'm just different. Like, as to where some parents, they want to drop their kids off the grandma's house and go turn up somewhere. I'm not that girl. I mean, I might go turn
every
up,
once
but
in
I'm
a
gonna
while you
turn
might
up
utilize.
after.
Every once in a while you gotta utilize the
Don't get me
grandparents.
wrong. I'm gonna turn up, but I'm gonna turn up after me and my kids just had a whole day together. I done took them to the movies. I took them to dinner.
Yeah, she ain't bullshitting. They be at the Lego John. They be everywhere.
We be everywhere. Listen, anybody that knows me and knows the type of mom that I am, y'all know we be outside. Like, we be outside.
I'm gonna just start sending mine with you.
Come on.
I'm like, listen, go with I gotta work, but
I welcome all the kids. Listen, I'm a vibe. I love hanging out with kids. I love being a big kid. Like, I'd rather hang out with the kids than the adults. Like, listen, and my kids with the Chuck E. Cheese last night because I was bored and I wanted some pizza.
That's why, I would tap in with somebody like you or tap in like my sister. I'd be like, yo, help me plan something with these kids.
I think that's another reason why other parents trust me with their kids, because they see how I am and how active and fun I am with my kids. So they know, like, oh, my kid's gonna be cool with her. She's a goofball.
Yeah, she's a class trip.
Herself.
Yeah, that's a class trip right there.
So I think that's another reason why, a lot of their friends' parents was okay with their kid being with me. And I'm always like, it depends on the activity, where we going and what we doing. I'll be like, let me call such and such to see if they kid want to come. Depending on the kid and where we're going.
So, all right, real fast before we get up out of here.
Damn, it's time to go already.
I know, right? Time go by when you're having fun. What's an appropriate age to start dating?
Like, I don't know. I don't know. What's dating?
I mean, like, allowed to have, like, on the phone. Like, allowed to, like, 9th grade.
I mean, I had one in 8th grade. Yeah, like, I don't even know.
Yeah, because I was such a fast ass.
I don't know.
I don't want to even get into, like,
are way beyond what I was doing.
If I get in this shit, they be trying to charge me with shit. And I'm be like, bro, I was in 1st grade. You can't charge me for that.
I feel like you start, like, crushing and liking the opposite, like, around 12, 13. You don't really start.
See, like, I'm different. Like, I was in 1st or 2nd grade being attracted to females. I remember being at nap time being attracted to, like, girls.
Lance, do not piss me off these last few minutes of this show.
That's no cap. Like, without getting into any detail and getting crazy on this joint, like, I specifically remember having little girlfriends and being attracted to little girls during nap time.
Tell me off camera.
So what age that? Yeah, like, every kid's different, because I'm
baffled.
Yeah,
this whole episode you just baffled me.
Yeah, it's like, so what age is, like, just because you start having them, just because I started having those feelings at that age, don't mean I was allowed to have a little girlfriend. But I remember coming home and saying I had crushes and everything. My parents would just laugh about it, but that was serious to me.
But I mean, at that age, like, if my son, I mean, let me tell you real quick.
Exactly.
Let me tell you. Oh, no, wait. No, I won't tell you. Now that you say that, hold on. No.
Yep.
So my son, all right. So at their other school, I will always be the chaperone on the field trips, because my schedule allows me to be the chaperone. So I chaperone the field trip to the aquarium, and there was this one girl in my group with my son that he just kept holding her hand and hugging on her. And I'm just like,
he out here getting to it. I'm
like, yo, Howard, what's going on? Like, why are you all up over this girl? Like, when I tell you, holding her hand, hugging on her. My son is a very affectionate person. If he loves you, he's very affectionate. He's gonna hug you 100 times in 60 seconds. Like, to the point where, all right, get off me. Like, I love you too.
He ain't running around doing that with the little dudes, though.
No. Yeah. He's a dude when he's a dude, you know.
Yeah, no, but her, she got the special attention.
Oh my God. I was like, what is with you and this girl? You like her or
You
something?
get what I'm saying? So that starts at a very early age.
Listen, he'll say that's my girlfriend, but of course I'm not like, oh, you got a little crush on her.
Yeah, you just don't entertain that.
Yeah,
but yeah, to him, that's a real feeling. Like to him, like when your son says that, like this my little girlfriend, he ain't playing about
I'm okay
that.
with that, you know.
Because you think about when we was in school, right? You just think about your life in general. You never, even when we was little, you never felt little. You always just felt like who you were, right? Like I felt like me even when I was a little kid. It wasn't like, oh, I'm 8 years old. Like I always felt like the adult version of me.
Right. We all had little boyfriends, little girlfriends.
Yeah, so those feelings. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so in 8th grade, I was talking to girls on the phone. Like I had a little girlfriend coming out of 8th grade, going into 9th grade. Like we went to the school together.
Exactly.
Like we went from 8th grade into high school together as boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, I could say I had a little boyfriend in middle school.
Yeah, so
we
what's
lived
that?
the block from each other, and we went to middle school together.
Yeah, so that's like 12.
I had a crush on a few boys in middle school.
Was you allowed to talk to him on the phone and all that?
Absolutely.
All right, yeah, because I mean,
hot in the phone under the pillow.
It was only one person that I went to school with that, and I love him for that because her dad was not playing. Now she did talk on the phone until he got home, but once he got home, it wasn't even a goodbye. That joint was just mid click, like you knew. It was like you be talking, did it click? Oh, okay, dad must be home. It wasn't even no buys. Like you hear that door rattling. Boop, phone down.
So remember last episode I told you that once I started being able to walk home by myself, it was a wrap. I was running wild. Honey, when I would get home from school, my little boyfriend lived on the block, like not next to me, but the block after me. Honey, go home, put the book back down. We on the block. We on the block. And then when I leave from your house, I'm home calling you on the phone.
One day, Ella will never have a podcast sitting here telling her stories about when she was a little kid walking home, meeting up with a little dude on the block.
But I mean, in middle school, after school, when you get home, that's what you do. You go outside. Yeah. You always got the little boyfriend on the block.
Luckily, my kids live isolated. I love that so much.
All right, but them isolated ones be them rebels. So you keep trying to
But she's like into nature, and she's gonna be like a veterinarian
because
she's like
at where she's around.
Yeah,
look at where she's around and where she's at.
She likes chickens. And
that's her life right now. Cause you ain't put her in a city. Put her in a city, she gonna be a whole other person. She's like,
she was. Yeah, they was laughing at that. They was like, cause we don't live in Philadelphia anymore. You don't need to. When was the last time you heard an ambulance or a police siren?
I had a little boyfriend.
I did.
I had my first little passion mark. What they call a passion mark, hickey or whatever. I had my first one in middle school. Now my ass.
Listen, I took an eraser. Now you see these tattoos, right?
Wait a minute, what?
I took an eraser. Remember, you used to be able to like erase, like burn, like
what, an eraser? I ain't never know that.
So I took an eraser and I burnt this girl's initials in my arm.
The hell wrong with you?
And it was SW, right? So her initials was SW. I took the eraser. I'm doing this with it. So I come home. My mom like, what's this? What's like, that's SW? What's SW? You know what I say? Santa Claus wife.
And on that note, that has been another episode because I'm not doing this with you. I'm not. We're done. We're cutting it right here.
But the best part of that story is, so me and my mom, we go into the store, right? So I see the girl and her mom. They coming out the store.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, that's the SW. I don't want to say her name. That's the
Santa
SW.
Claus wife?
Yeah, that's Santa Claus wife. You know what my mom does? Her mom is our cousin. Hey, that was my cousin. Now, on that note, we out of here.
We are definitely out of here on that one. We gotta go. I gotta
Deuces.
go. We gotta go. I'm done.
Yep. All right.
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. I can't. I'm done. I am done. That was too much for me. I don't know. That was a lot. I'm hungry.
Yep. That's it.
Was that funny?
Thank you for tuning into another episode and allowing us to serve you here at the Hip Hop Diner. You can catch us on all streaming platforms and be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at the Hip Hop Diner. And make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe on YouTube.